Is the housing market crashing or is it soaring? Hey, we're seeing mixed reviews and signals all over the place. And if you were to ask 10 experts, you'd get 10 different answers. And that's the case in most things. In the housing market, it seems to be crashing and soaring all at the same time. So what's going on? The average price nationwide has now dropped 7 months in a row. 7 months in a row, that's the longest streak for home prices since 2012. Meanwhile, we have the Federal Reserve's aggressive interest rates and they're hiking higher and higher. And over the past year, they have sent mortgage rates so high that they've affected the affordability and demand. But there's also a huge geographic divide. While prices on the West are plummeting due to larger available inventory and big layoffs in the tech sector, prices on the East Coast are continuing to surge. So as we examine inventory, this is where things get a little interesting and what's causing everything to be out of whack. Because hey, I expected this year to be much more calm than last year, but it's shaping up to be very similar. The new build sector really tells us a story of what's going on. So if we look at the national average, pre-pandemic in a normal market, we're looking at about 10% of inventory should be new builds. But the new national average is close to 1/3, or 33% of all inventory is new build and new construction. All right, so let's examine the inventory levels in Iowa City. If the national average was about 10%, I went back and looked at what it was in 2019. Condominiums were at about 17% new build inventory, and single families were about 13%, which is a little higher than 10%, but it's close to that national average. So let's look at what they are today. And as of this week, I looked, in the Iowa City market has 41% of single families being new builds. And this is even more staggering. In the condominium segment, 58% of all that inventory was new builds. 41% single family and 58% condos. That is huge. That is almost double what we're seeing in the national average. So why are we having these extremes where there's so much new construction as a percentage of the total inventory? Obviously, the Iowa City area is well above these averages, but the huge jump in post-pandemic tells a story of the need for more resales and the potential need for more housing in general, especially as we're seeing multiple offers on the same property in this current market. The question is, what's next? Well, that depends on who you ask. A US consumer survey released by the New York Federal Reserve shows that over half of households surveyed expect rates to continue to increase over the next year. That could further drive down demand and prices. But existing home sales, pending contracts, and new home construction contracts have all climbed for the past 3 months. If the trend continues and mortgage rates fall faster than some expected, greater affordability could continue to lead to increased sales. What's gonna happen next is unknown. The demand and supply is so mismatched that inventory is our biggest issue going forward. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you enjoy videos on real estate, specifically Iowa City real estate, make sure to subscribe down below. If you're buying or selling in the Iowa City area, give me a call. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.